use through. We can use through keyword for with the object of function class, and we can create user-defined exception. What is the meaning of that? Actually, all predefined exception arise at a specific situation, a specific condition. Like suppose if you are trying to divide by zero, then it will arise. If mismatch, suppose we have need of integer and we will try symbol or later, so input mismatch and exception will arise. But suppose we want to arise the exception at user specific situation, a specific condition. So for this purpose, we use through. For through, we can use it of any exception predefined like so all classes are predefined are predefined classes. So we can throw the object to the throw keyword. Get example. Now I'm going to create a new project, Java project. And with the examples, I will share it. Okay. Suppose we want to arise the exception. A student will get if a student will get a 100% marks. So I want to arise a exception. Okay. For this purpose, create an example. If a student will get a 100% marks, then a exception will arise. For this purpose, import java.util exceptions package. Package. Scan sc is equal to new. So we want to execute examples 5 times. want to use try, sorry, if you want to use throw, first we use try catch. To define situation, so we will use to define message like to the marks equal to next int. After that, we will check. We want to use keyword, so must be specify a condition. If mass is equal to 100, then we want to throw a function. You can use any predefined class. No problem. Predefined exception class. Arithmetic exception, IO index, index bound exception, number format exception, IO exception. You can use any class exception. Else, we can specify another condition. Data equal to less than 70. That's all. Here, arithmetic exception, declare exception. Okay, so here I'm going to execute this program 5 times. Enter mass. If mass is equal to 100, then arithmetic exception will arise and it will show a message well done. Otherwise, if mass is greater than 70 and less or equal than 100, then it will show green zone. 16, 17, and then the 17, then advance zone, 0 to 16, red zone, otherwise invalid bars. Now I'm going to execute this. Put any marks, like suppose 100, well done. Red zone, zone, red zone, well. Suppose here we can use any predefined exception class. We can throw any object of any predefined exception. We can define any class here, and here we can specify the exception in catch. Okay, but suppose we want to use a user-defined class. This is also possible. I'm going to create a copy of this. Okay. We want to create. We want to use a user-defined class. At the place of this, we can declare any user-defined class. Okay. Obviously, here we can change it. Catch in catch, we can use blue. But this class is not exist. So we have need of this class. So here, after this class, we can declare this exception. But here you can see this resolve. Okay. So for this purpose, must be extend because this is the user defined class. This is not exception class. For this purpose, we want to convert this class in exception class. So we have option. We can extend exception class. It all so it it's working. If you want to create a user defined class, yeah, so the object of user defined class. But we exist this class. Okay. So for this purpose, we can create a class and exception or runtime exception. You can use anyone exception or runtime exception. Okay. If we will use exception, you can see this. I'm going to execute it. It will work, no problem. It will work, no problem. We can extend a user defined exception to runtime exception or exception. If we will extend exception, so this class will be a checked exception. And if we will extend runtime exception, so this class, user defined class, will be a unchecked exception. Okay, that's the difference between exception and runtime exception. Okay. Now, suppose here we want to pass any message, you can also pass any message from here, like Next, this is I am passing here parameter in constructor. Here, declare a constructor public exception. Okay, here, okay. Now again, I'm going to execute exception can builder. Okay, so we can also pass any message to the constructor, and we can read through the constructor. We can bring the value of constructor. Okay, understood? Any doubt? Any queries, Suraj?
No, sir. I'm understanding.
So these are the exceptions. Exception handling, throw, throws, try, catch, finally. Any doubt? Any queries?
No, sir.
Now we are going to next topic, that is it, multi-threading. Multi-threading is very important concept of Java, because Java work on multi-threading concept. Yeah, we are going to explain a multi-threading concept, but actually Java only works on multi-thread. Okay, main function is also a thread. Okay, so all framework like your Spring and Hibernate and your JDBC and collection. These are example of multi-threading that work on the basis of multi-threading. Okay, so first of all, try to understand what is multi-threading. So here, this word is multi-threading. We can write it as multiple plus, write it as multiple means many, and here one thread. Actually, one thread represent one task. Means one thread perform one task. Okay, so multiple thread will perform multiple tasks. Okay, so we can say if we want to perform multitasking operation, we use multi-threading. Multitasking means if you want to perform, we want to execute multiple programs, multiple tasks simultaneously. So we use multitask. So actually, one thread perform one task. So multiple thread will perform multiple tasks. Want to perform multitasking operation. We use multi-threading. Okay, because one thread perform one task. So we can execute multiple thread simultaneously through the multiple tasks. Through the threading. So what is multitasking operation? So like suppose here you can see this. Currently we are using uh, STS, we are using Notepad, we are using Zoom. Okay. So multiple software we are executing simultaneously. Okay, so same operation if we want to perform to our program, so we use multi-threading. Currently, we are using only single uh, program we can execute, it. But to the multitasking, multi-threading concept. we can execute multiple program simultaneously. So actually, multitasking operation we can perform through two types of multi-threading multitasking operation. First is process this, and second is a thread based. What is process based? What is process? So I think you know that. Suppose I think you know that is a block diagram of computer. And so we can input anything like command or data. We can put anything to the input device. Okay. We can input any data, any input device that will reach at CU. CU is a control unit. It will work as a like a manager. It manages the all operation. So it will check which type of request you see from the front end, from the user end. So if it will get the any request for text based, so that will check in the main memory the answer of that request. If it show on the output screen, on the printer, that is the output devices. So that is called information. It will print, it will send to output device like video, monitor, console, or printer. That is called information. But if suppose she will get the request for any type of calculation like the logical calculation or arithmetical calculation, so it will transfer that request to ALU, ALU arithmetic logic unit. It will calculate that operation and store the result in a main memory and send a copy of that result on the output device. That's called information. Okay. So except input and input, the, this area perform the operation in here that's called process. Okay. And our CPU perform the all type of operation, all type of process in our system. Okay, CPU will perform all operation, all process in the system. So actually, CPU perform two types of process in the our system. First is heavyweight, heavyweight process, and second is light weight, lightweight process. Heavyweight process, it consumes a space in the memory, plus it have a process ID, a unique process ID. Suppose we are using Chrome, we are using Microsoft Edge or any task. Uh, so Word, Excel, PowerPoint. So it consumes space in the memory and it have a process ID. We know that this is a Word, Excel, PowerPoint. But suppose if you don't know about the Word, Excel, PowerPoint, okay, it generates a unique ID for each process and identify that process to the process ID. Okay, so all heavy weight process, it consumes the space in the memory and it has a unique process ID. And through this process ID, our CPU, your system identify that process. Okay, but lightweight process, it does not consume any space in the memory and it has not process ID. But you can say without space how to execute. So actually, it uses space of heavyweight. What's the meaning of that? Actually, all lightweight process execute within the heavyweight. Like suppose here, suppose a heavyweight process is executing. For this purpose, it will acquire a space in the memory. It acquires the space in the memory. Okay, but the lightweight process will execute within this heavyweight. It will not acquire a separate space in the memory. So you can execute, you can create a lot of number of lightweight because lightweight process does not consume a separate space in the memory. Actually, it will execute within the heavyweight. What's the meaning of this? Actually, suppose here, suppose we are using Word, MS Word, sorry, not WordPad. So if uh, at the time of writing any message, like suppose here I want to write here anything. I think you can see this. Or spelling mistake, then it will show red underline. If grammar will mistake, then a green underline, a green color underline will display. Okay, what is the meaning of this? Means a program is executing in the background that is checking our spelling. If a spelling will be mistake, it will show a red color underline. If grammar mistake, then it will show a green color underline and a blue color underline. Okay. Same as you will get it in at the time of writing a email. Okay. Same as you will get in WhatsApp. Suppose you want to type a message to your friend in WhatsApp. So if you press any key, any alphabet, automatically you can see a some suggestion will appear on the top of your keyboard. Okay. Then again you press another key, then it will show uh, another suggestion on the top of keyboard. It means the program is executing within the WhatsApp. That is checking your keyword letters. Okay, after that it will provide the suggestion. So it not acquire, it does not acquire extra space in the memory. Actually, it is executing within the WhatsApp. This program is executing within the MS Word. That is an example of thread. That is executing in the background. That is uh, not acquiring extra space in the memory. Actually, it executing within the heavy weight. So it does not acquire extra space in the memory. It's not using any process ID. Actually, it is executing in the heavy rate, like any heavyweight process, heavyweight process, multiple lightweight process is executed. Okay, so actually heavyweight to lightweight process execute within the heavyweight. So it does not acquire any space in the memory. It have to have a process ID. Okay, second thing. So here multitasking is two types. First, process based, and second, thread based. We cannot perform process based multitasking because that is the characteristics of operating system. Operating system perform process based. That is the characteristic of operating system. Like just like Windows. Windows is a multitasking. Linux is a multitasking. We, we can execute multiple programs, multiple software at a time, uh, at simultaneous. Like here, you can see we are using Word, Paint, Chrome, and STS. Okay, simultaneously we are using multiple programs, multiple software. So that is a characteristic of operating system. We cannot perform it. But Java provides a multi-threading concept. On the basis of multi-threading concept, we can perform thread-based multitasking. Okay. So if you want to perform multi-threading concept in Java, so for this purpose, Java provides us two options. First, runnable interface. Second, thread class. We can use any option and we can create the thread. So Java provides us a multi-threading concept. Through this concept, we can perform multitasking. Means we can execute multiple programs at a time. Simultaneously, we can execute multiple programs. We can perform multiple tasks. Okay. So if you want to perform multitasking in Java, so we use multiple thread because one thread represent one thread we can execute to one program through the one thread. So we will create multiple thread and execute multiple program simultaneously. Okay. So for this purpose, Java provides us runnable interface and thread class. Okay. So how to use it? Suppose we have a class and we want to convert this class in thread. It is very easy. Only we can implement runnable interface or thread class. Okay. So the demo class will be a thread. If you want to use thread, we implement runnable interface or thread class. Okay. After that, actually interface runnable have a method name is but run. Okay. Actually, runnable interface a method public method. So it is our responsibility to implement public var run method. If you want to perform, if you want to execute any program through the thread, we can write within this method. If you want to perform any task through the thread, so we will write the code of that task within the run method. Okay. Same as if we extend thread class, we implement public method. In both situations, we will implement public run method. Either we are implementing runnable interface or extending thread class. Okay, you can say why we are using public run in thread class. So actually, thread class also a predefined class and it already implementing runnable interface and it does not implement public method. So this is our responsibility to implement public method. Okay, and thread class provides us multiple method like start, sleep, get name, join. There are multiple the thread class provides us a lot of methods. Okay, but runnable interface implement only a public method method. So this is our responsibility to implement public method because thread class does not provide us the implementation of public method. So this is our responsibility. Okay, so we have two options: public method and sorry, runnable interface and thread class. We can use uh, any method and we can perform the multi-threading concept. Okay. Now I'm going to create example. Okay. Okay, Suraj, any doubt?
No, sir.
Now, I'm going to create example. Here, suppose you want to check any thread is executing in the background or not currently. Okay, so for this purpose, I'm going to create. I have a method name is dot current thread. It returns the object of current executing thread. So if you want to check any exception, any thread is executing currently in the background or not, so we can check through this method. That is a current thread. It returns the object of current executing thread. Okay, this is a static method. So we have not named the object of this class. Okay, so the class name we can call current thread method. Okay, and we can save in the reference of thread class. If you want to print the name of that thread that is executing the background currently, so here we can print it thread name plus t dot name. Now this you can send this thread name main. So actually this main is also a thread. So our all program execute through the thread that's name is main. And if we will create the user defined thread, so main method will execute our user defined thread. Okay, so actually main is a thread and through thread we can perform the all orders. We can also execute the user defined thread. Okay, so now I'm going to create a user defined thread. So I'm going to create a class like I'm going to create class. The name is first. Finish. If you want to create convert this class in thread, so we have two options. We can implement runnable interface and thread class. So first of all, I'm going to use thread class. After that, we will use runnable. Okay. So extend implement public pattern. Okay, and we're going to perform operation operation in this. Suppose we want to print the name 10 times. Okay, so for this purpose, I declare one and give the name of current thread. Suppose you want to print name of current thread. Okay, but this is user defined thread. It has not any name. So we can set the name of this thread right here. 10 times it will execute. It will print the name of thread. Same as suppose you want to create multiple thread. Same as third thread. Yeah, we can create multiple thread. Here we can change the name. Okay. Second thread. Same as we can change the name. Third thread. Okay. Now suppose we want to execute this thread, these three all thread. Okay. Simultaneously. For this purpose, first of all, create the object of this class, like user define thread, like t1 is equal to new first, second, t2 is equal to new second, third, t3 is equal to new, new third, even the start. Okay. To execute these thread, we use start method. So t2 dot start, t3 dot start, okay, and we can execute it. First, second, second, first, second, there is third, and at the end of third. There is no sequence. If we will execute again, it will show a new serial. Here is the serial. Third, first, second, first, third, first. You can see this. All thread is executed one by one. Okay. So if you want to show that all thread is working simultaneously, you can see the third, first, second, first, third. We cannot set the sequence of the execution of the thread. Okay, that will set through the life cycle of thread. Okay, but suppose you want to see it, how it's working, and actually it's executing simultaneously. So we have another. We can also break the execution of thread for some time. Like suppose here I'm going to use another method. One minute. You can see here, you know that I'm going to use a method of that is sleep. It will break the execution for time. Like there is also a static method that is a sleep. Okay, here we can pass suppose 1000. Actually, this is a millisecond. So means 1 second break the execution of this thread. Okay, it's throwing exception. You can see this. Okay, and it's throwing exception name is interrupted exception. Okay, so actually interrupted exception is a checked exception. Okay, so you see here. Okay, at the compile time, compiler goes to user to put the exception and the programming code. So here this is the checked exception. Can we write it? Multithreading concept. Interprets exception. Okay, satisfied. Same things we can use in second. Okay, and change the name. Okay, and same as we can declare here. Third. Okay, now you can see the all thread will execute simultaneously. You can see this. You can break for some time. I'm using here sleep only for the break the execution of the thread for the sleep method. Okay. And you can specify the time, like seconds, suppose 1 second or 2 seconds, you can as you need, you can specify here. But the processing will be slow if you are using this sleep method. Okay. Suppose we want to perform same operation. So that is the execution. That is the example of thread to the thread class. But suppose we want to perform same operation to the interface enable. So I'm going to copy this project and try to use runnable interface. Okay, for this purpose, I'm going to use runnable interface at the place of thread class. So implement because runnable interface. So we use implement keyword. Same thing. We are going to use other thread. Okay, but here you can see this showing error because the start method is a part of thread class. The start method is not exist in the neighbor. So if you want to execute this thread, it's not possible. Okay, so how to perform it? For this purpose, we have need the start method, and start method belongs to thread class. So for this purpose, we will create the object of thread class, okay, and pass the object of this thread in the constructor of thread class, right? Into anti-thread. Okay, now we are going to execute, change the name of the thread. Now we are going to use XYZ at the place of T1, T2, T3. Okay, so second, third, object of first and third, user defined class. After that, we will put the object of thread class in the constructor of thread class, and then we can execute it and we can get the start method. Okay, now the next, this is this. So if we want to use runnable interface, so first of all, create the object of user defined thread. After that, that object we will pass in the thread class, and after that we can use start. Suppose we are using the thread class, so we are not need to use this instruction. Directly we can call to the class, to the user defined thread object. We can execute it. Okay, let's see here. You can see this. You can directly call. Then start. Okay, but runnable is better than thread class because the runnable is a interface that is faster than thread class. Okay, we can also perform multiple inheritance also if you are using runnable interface. Okay, that is the difference between runnable interface and thread class. Okay. Second thing, if you want to write the program of main thread, so it is also possible. Type here, like suppose int is equal to 1 I then I plus plus, and we are going to use here, and here we can execute this, and we have not to set the name because it's a main thread, and here we have made thread dot delete for 1 second save. Okay, now this is program of main thread. You can also write the program of main thread here. Okay, now I'm going to execute it. You can see here. You can see this main thread, main thread, main thread. Okay, so we can also write the program in main thread. Okay, so these are simple examples of multi-threading. Okay, you can use thread class or runnable interface to perform multi-threading concept, and here we are creating a simple program just like they only print the name of a current executing thread, but you can perform any operation to this thread, and you can execute a lot of programs simultaneously. Multi-threading also. Okay, okay, Suraj.
Okay, sir.
Any doubt, any queries?
No, sir.
Thank you, Suraj.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Have a good day.